Hello everyone, it's that time, my first injection, so I have all my things set up and I'm going to be calling my fertility nurse, and so what you'll be seeing after this clip is actually how it goes down. Alright, thank you for watching. Alright, now so these are the things I'm going to be working with. My 18 and 22 gauge needle. The 18 gauge is really scary. Now, so I have my delestrogen, which you cannot read in this frame, but that's exactly what it is. Delestrogen. And so now I'm going to need my syringe and my alcohol prep pad. Last but not least, definitely our biohazard container. So I'll store my needles and take them to our fertility clinic when I'm all finished. So here I am talking to my fertility nurse, and she's going to walk me through this process because I told her I was really nervous. I'm sure most people are. She's like, how you doing? I was like, I'm nervous. How are you? I'm a big girl. I should be able to handle this. But here we go. So I have to get all my things organized and opening my syringe. Now I'm attaching my 18 gauge needle to the syringe. And this is what I'm going to use to extract the fluid from the vial. And I got to pull the cap away from me to make sure I don't poke myself. There you go. It's got kind of like a pink, I guess you call it kind of like a cap, but just like the twisting part. There's my delestrogen. So I have to remove this foil cap covering, and it'll expose the rubber, which I'm actually going to insert the needle. There's my alcohol prep pad that I'll be using to clean the area I'll be injecting. Now I have to pull back to about 0.1 to get some air in there, because I'm going to need to push that into the vial before I extract the fluid. We'll put it right in there. And I don't have to use the alcohol prep pad to cleanse the rubber this time because it's the first time, but after this I'll be cleansing the rubber each time. So I push the air in there, and I'm going to tilt the bottle upside down, making sure that the needle is within the fluid. So I'm not drawing out air, it's going to be fluid in the needle. So now I need to tap it, make sure I get the air bubbles out. You don't want to inject the bubbles, so here we go. Now what I have to do is pull back on the plunger because I want to make sure that I get the medicine that's in that needle back into the syringe. Now I have to twist the, well, dropped it, but I have to twist that needle off because now I'll be using the 22 gauge to actually do my injection. So I have to screw that on. Make sure it's on there securely. And I'm going to push the air out. Push it back up to 0.1 because you don't want to inject the air. Here you go. Now this is about the spot where I will be injecting. It's the upper quadrant, so not really in my buttocks, but above it, more so towards the hip. You know I'm nervous, so yeah, I'm just breathing and ooh. Hope you guys pray for me. I was so nervous. Here we go. So now I need to cleanse that area with my alcohol prep pad. There we go. And I'm just trying to figure out exactly where I'm supposed to be at again. And about that area. I'm talking to my nurse, she's walking me through it, and there we go. I pulled the cap away, and my 22 gauge needle is now attached, and I think I'm ready to inject. Now at this moment my hands are getting sweaty, hot and clammy. My feet are hot. My face is starting to sweat. It's like my curls are about to stick to my face. I'm really trying to work up the nerve to actually put it in my skin. And I thought that maybe it would be more comfortable with my left hand since I'm left-handed, but it wasn't. So I guess if I'm going to inject on the right side, I need to use my right hand. And I'm asking my nurse if I should pinch my skin, if I should stretch it. And she says, basically do what I can do since I just have my one hand to work with. Now, some people have others do the injections for them, but I didn't want to have to depend on anyone else to do it for me. Alright, so I cleanse the area again, and I'm going to go for it. Working on the nerve up. Wow. Almost. Gotta think about it some more. My hands are shaking so bad. I actually wind up poking myself. Alright. I hope this video is helpful to someone because a lot of the videos that I saw trying to get the courage to do this, it just seems so easy, and I couldn't picture it being that easy. So hopefully this is relatable for you, especially if you have to go through this yourself. I feel silly now watching it, but it's real, you know. Tough times. Now, I need to get this done, so here we go. It's going in, and actually as it's going in, it doesn't feel like much. It's actually smooth like butter. I guess since the needle is so sharp at the tip, it just kind of just glides right in. Now my hands were shaking so bad, as you can see. I had to let it go and readjust my hand. And I'm pushing the fluid in, and I can't even feel the fluid going in. So I was wondering if there was going to be like a burning feeling or feel like it's filling up like pressure, but it wasn't. So what I did was make sure I had my alcohol prep pad right on top of that needle before I pulled it out. And I made sure I was applying pressure so whatever fluid was trying to surface, it stayed inside. So just breathing, and I made it through my first injection. So that wasn't bad for my first injection, even though it took me a whole 20 minutes that you guys did not see. But it wasn't bad at all, and I definitely think I can handle the rest of my injections. Right now, I'm on gel estrogen every 3 days until my fertility nurse tells me otherwise. So here we go, first injection down. A lot more to go. Alright, stay tuned. Thank you so much for coming to Their Budding Baby. See you soon.